Did you know that disfellowship people are worse than worldly people, according to the Jehovah's Witnesses? My name is Amber. I grew up in the Jehovah's Witness cult, spent almost 40 years in it. I'm fifth generation, sharing my experiences. 20 years ago, I was disfellowshipped and I was working at a company. And when you're working with people who are worldly, you may tell them that you're a Jehovah's Witness, but you don't tell them that you're disfellowshipped. That's not something that you would explain to anybody. So I was working with a woman and she was very nice, and it came up that I was a Jehovah's Witness. Obviously, I'm not going to go into the whole thing with her. I just said I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And she said, "Oh, I used to work with this really nice lady and she was a Jehovah's Witness." And I said, "Oh, okay, that's great. Fast forward a few months later, the woman comes back to work there. The woman I worked with told her that I was a Jehovah's Witness. Well, she got all excited. So she comes up to me and she says, "Lisa told me that you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, hey, sister, how are you?" The whole thing. And I said, "Yeah, because it kind of then put me in an awkward position. I said, "Yes, but I just have to let you know that I'm disfellowshipped." And she was like, "Oh, okay." Maybe 30 minutes later, I get an email from her. And she proceeds to tell me that she thinks it would be best if we didn't speak at work, only when necessary for work stuff, because I was disfellowshipped. Meanwhile, she's having lunch with people that are worldly. She's associating with everyone in the office, no problem. They're all chatting, they're having lunch together, they're doing the whole thing. I am an outcast, according to her. I am shunned by her at work because I'm disfellowshipped. So you have no idea what these worldly people are doing in their free time, but you've made a judgment against me, even though I was married at the time. So the reason I was disfellowshipped was because of fornication before I was married. So now that doesn't even exist anymore because I'm married to the person, and yet she wouldn't speak to me and she had no idea about me, but she hung out with all the worldly people at the office, and that was okay because you are below that. If you are disfellowshipped, you are below that. So it really goes worldly people, disfellowship people, apostates. Apostates are the worst. At the time, I was not an apostate. I just felt like I had deserved what I got, and it was okay to be shamed at work, and it was okay to be shunned at work because I deserved it. What a loving organization. Like and follow for more.